Please. I don't want to die.
The wedding hall was full of people. Music was playing, guests were smiling, and the groom stood proudly at the altar waiting for the bride. Everyone turned their heads when Emmanuella finally appeared. She walked slowly down the aisle in a beautiful white dress that shined under the bright lights. Everything looked perfect, just like a normal wedding day. But as she walked closer to the altar, something strange happened. Emmanuella suddenly stopped moving. Her hands started shaking and her breathing became heavy. Before anyone could understand what was happening, she collapsed on the floor. People screamed and the music stopped immediately. The groom rushed toward her and held her hand, calling her name in panic. But Emmanuella looked at him with fear in her eyes and whispered something that made the entire room fall silent. She said, "I told you, if I marry, I will die. My name is Goodness, and this is the shocking story of Emmanuella, the woman who was warned never to get married." Before we continue, if you enjoy powerful African stories like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you never miss another story. Emmanuella lived in Lagos, one of the busiest cities in Nigeria. The city was always alive with noise, cars, bright lights, and people rushing everywhere to chase their dreams. In the middle of this busy city life, Emmanuella worked as a graphic designer in a small company. She was known for her beauty and her calm personality. She was kind, respectful, and hardworking, and many men admired her. But there was something strange about Emmanuella that most people did not understand. She never allowed any man to get too close to her. Whenever a man tried to start a serious relationship with her, she would slowly distance herself. Her friends often joked about it and asked why she was always running away from love. Emmanuella would laugh and change the topic, but deep inside her heart she carried a secret that had followed her for many years. When Emmanuella was 15 years old, she accidentally heard something that changed her life forever. One night she woke up and heard her mother crying in the living room. Curious, she quietly moved closer and realized her mother was speaking with her aunt. Her aunt said softly that another woman in the family had died shortly after getting married. Emmanuella listened carefully, confused about what they meant. Then she heard the words that made her heart freeze. Her aunt said that every woman in their family who got married eventually died not long after the wedding. Some died within a year. Some died within a few months. But none of them lived long after becoming wives. The next morning Emmanuella asked her mother about what she heard. At first her mother tried to avoid the question, but when she saw the fear in her daughter's eyes, she finally told her the truth. For generations, the women in their family believed they carried a terrible curse. According to the old story, one of their ancestors had done something very wrong many years ago, and from that time forward every woman in the family who married would die early. From that day, Emmanuella made a decision in her heart. She would never get married. Years passed and Emmanuella focused on building her life in the city. She worked hard and became very good at her job. Everything in her life seemed normal until the day a new man joined the company where she worked. His name was Daniel. Daniel was calm, respectful, and friendly to everyone. The first time he spoke with Emmanuella, she noticed something different about him. He did not try to impress her or act proud. He simply spoke with kindness and treated her like a normal person. Over time they started talking more often. They shared lunch during work breaks and laughed about simple things. Slowly, without even realizing it, Emmanuella began to enjoy his company. But every time her feelings for Daniel started growing, the warning from her mother returned to her mind. The words echoed in her thoughts again and again, "If you ever marry, you will die." One evening Daniel finally confessed how he felt about her. He told Emmanuella that he had fallen in love with her and wanted to build a future together. Emmanuella felt both happy and afraid at the same time. She knew she could not hide the truth any longer, so she told Daniel everything about the family curse. Daniel listened carefully and then gently smiled. He told her that sometimes fear and old family stories can control people for generations. He believed the curse was not real and that nothing bad would happen to her. At first Emmanuella refused to believe him, but Daniel continued to support her and encourage her. Over time she started wondering if maybe the curse was only fear that had been passed down through the family. Months later Daniel proposed to her, asking her to marry him. After thinking about it for a long time, Emmanuella finally said yes. But on the day of the wedding, just as she walked toward the altar, fear returned to her heart. The moment she remembered the warning from her mother, her body became weak and she collapsed in the middle of the ceremony. She was rushed to the hospital where doctors ran several tests. After many hours, they told her something surprising. Her heart was not damaged by any disease. Instead, the doctor explained that extreme stress and fear can sometimes cause the body to react in dangerous ways. When Emmanuella heard this, she finally understood something important. For many years, the women in her family had believed strongly that marriage would kill them. That belief created fear so powerful that it slowly destroyed their health. Determined to break the cycle, Emmanuella decided she would not allow fear to control her life anymore. After she recovered, she and Daniel had a small and simple wedding ceremony with only close friends and family. This time, Emmanuella walked to the altar with courage in her heart. And something surprising happened. Nothing bad happened to her. Days passed. Months passed. Years passed. Emmanuella continued living happily with Daniel, and slowly the terrible story about the family curse disappeared. Because sometimes the most dangerous curse in the world is not magic or spirits. Sometimes the greatest curse is fear itself. And once someone finds the courage to break that fear, the curse loses its power forever.